Main City of the South is curbing the spread of the coronavirus. There's a downward trend in the number of cases in Cebu City. It is COVID-19 response point person Roy Cimatu is happy with that development, but local officials are not letting their guards down. We go above and beyond the headlines with the Mayor of Cebu City, Edgar Labella. Mayor Labella, magandang gabi po sa inyo.
Magandang gabi. Good evening, Pia, and good evening to your televiewers.
Yes, Mayor. Thank you very much for taking our call. Can you tell us how did Cebu City do it?
Well, of course, it's a combination of many factors. Of course, of course, we have to thank Secretary Cimatu for helping us, guiding us, especially our health workers in the city, and of course, General Mel Feliciano, who is always here, who was always here until today, and of course, we had Pia, as early as the last week of March, we already had a massive testing as early as the last week of March, because we believe that one of the most important factors in fighting this invisible enemy is massive contact testing. And of course, when Secretary Cimatu, General Feliciano came, they introduced some additional very important features like massive contact tracing. It's a combination of massive testing, massive contact tracing, isolation, and of course treatment. So I think these are a combination of all these factors that really help in reducing the number of cases that we have here in the city of Cebu. But of course,
combination of all those factors, Mayor, and of course teamwork. Yes, Mayor. But of course, this is no time to pat yourselves on the back, right, Mayor?
Exactly. As a matter of fact, Pia, even if we are on general quarantine, of course, as pointed out by Secretary Anyu, one of the protocols in a general community quarantine is that there is no more need for a quarantine pass. But in our case here in Cebu City, we have not abandoned the requirement for the use of quarantine passes. Anyway, our system here, when we were in the MACQ, that for those quarantine passes that end in odd numbers, they can only go out MWF, and for those quarantine passes that end in even numbers, they can go out TTS Saturday. And we still implement that because I told our people here in the city that let us not be complacent. Let us consider this as a challenge that we are given this opportunity. And of course, we still have to observe the behavior of people, because we learned a lesson that at the time that we were downgraded to general quarantine, the people were they were so excited that almost everybody went out of the street, and it was very difficult to control them anymore. So at this point, I said, we still have to find out the behavior of people, the attitude of people, the body language, and find out if they are disciplined. And by and by, we will immediately follow the requirement of not allowing or not requiring the use of quarantine passes. But in the meantime, we still require. And of course, there are other features like the DTI allows the opening of internet cafes and gymnasiums here in Cebu. In fact, we still do not allow. I'm happy that the people here are understood that, especially in areas, because there are barangays which have internet cafes. They're so compact, they're so small, and a great number of the customers there are young people. So these are the things that even if we are on GCQ, we are not overconfident. I told our people here that we should take this as a challenge. We should never be complacent.
Very wise words, Mayor. We should never be complacent. Mayor Edgar, Mayor Labella, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Salamat po, sir.